Just 1 minute, guys. Okay. Okay. Can we start?
Hola,
Can we start, guys? So what we discussed in the last class? So in the yesterday's class, we have discussed about Linux file structure and some basics of the commands, right? Guys, those who are not speaking, please go on. Guys who are not speaking, please go on mute. So in the yesterday we discussed about Linux file structure as well as some basics of the commands. Okay. So yesterday we have seen that how to create the file. Guys who are not speaking, can you please go on mute? Actually, I joined from some not as a host, that's why I'm not able to mute. Sudhir Undavalli, Krishna Chaitanya.
Yes, sir.
Can you please mute on speaker?
Naresh also.
No, mine is muted.
Yeah, Manish is muted. Sudhir Undavalli. Okay. Uh, so how to create the file? Yesterday we have seen that with the help of the cat command, we can create the file. So cat greater than file name, whatever the file name you want, you can give it. So with the help of that one, the file can be created. And the same time, you can enter the data also. For whatever the information you want, you can enter the data also, right? So once the file is created and data is stored, how to open the file or how to see the file?
Cat space file name.
Cat space file name, right? Just I am creating one file, simple file. One, some file I will create. Whatever the data I want to enter, I can enter the data. Control C to come out from the entering into the. So I am typing the text. So I want to come out from the editing part. Just type the Control plus C or Control plus T, both are the same. Once the data is present in the file, you want to check that one cat file name. Just I am saying the present whatever data. Suppose if you want to append the data to the existing file, we are using the greater than to see the appending data, to append the data. So this whatever the data is we type here, that is appended at the end of the file. This data is already present. To this data will be appended. You can see that cat Sachin. See here, first these are the first three lines. So these are the first three. Next three are this one. So this means whatever the data you appended, so that is appended at the end of the file. At the end of the file. So this is we can create the file. Create the file, read the file, and append the file. So a cat less than file name, that is also used to open the file or read the data. Both are the same. Cat file name or cat less than file name is the same. Cat greater than is used to create the file and enter the data. Cat double greater than is used to append the data. Cat space file name is used to read the data. Right?
Yeah.
Now the file is created. I want to copy the file. I want to copy the file or the file data from one file to the another file. I want to copy the data from one file to the another file. There is a command is there, cp command. Cp name itself indicates the copy. Cp means copy command. Suppose you want the help of the copy command, you know that with the help of the manual page man command, man cp is used to find the man is used. Yeah. Copy the files and directories. CP command. See here. Copy source to the destination. You have to give the source address, and then you have to give the destination address. Whatever the file present in the source address, that is be copied to the destination. It is copied, not deleted or not moved. Copy means the original data will be existing. The data will be copied and pasted. Right? Okay. CP command. There are the different options are also there. -A archive for archiving the data. For backup, -B, -D, -F. So usually we are using the -F. -F is the option we are using. CP-F. So the -F is used to forcefully, if an existing destination file cannot be opened. Suppose if the file is already present in the destination path, but that is not open. You want to override that one, remove it and try again. So for that option, we are giving the CP-F. Forcefully it will return. Okay. So to come out from the manual page, just Q means quit. Type the Q. It will come out from the manual page. So now the file is Sachin file is there. I want to copy this Sachin file to. I want to copy this Sachin file to the some other file. I want to copy whatever the data present in the Sachin file. The data needs to be copied to the some other file. Some other file, if it is already existing, to the same file, the data will be copied. The file is not existing, the new file copied file, the new file is not existing, that will be created. See here, Once the command is executed successfully, so nothing will be there. Okay, next dollar prompt will come. Okay, suppose if there is any mistake in this command, syntax error is there. The next line shows that command not found or something error will come. Suppose I will try to give, again I will try to give. So it will asking that overwrite Sachin 1, yes or no. If you want to yes, just yes. Now open whatever the data present in the Sachin 1. See, whatever the data present in only Sachin. First the original file is Sachin, right? Same data will be copied. Even though we copied the data, the source data will not be deleted. Still it is there. Copy command. So here, suppose I will give the ls-lrt command. Maybe these are all the file. Just now we created the Sachin file. The directories may be different directories will be there. Do one thing. I will create the directory. So I will create some other directory. Okay, or else I will take the already existing directory. Yeah. See here, the directory is there, products directory is there, IE directory is there, big data directory is there. How can we identify this is a directory or a file? How can we identify the given file is a regular file or it is a directory file? So when I given on the file, so big data, right? So I will give the ls-lrt on the big data. Okay, it has to display the 7 fields. In the first field, okay, in the first line. So if it is a hyphen, that indicates that file. If it is a hyphen, that indicates that file. So here something is wrong. ls-lrt big data. Here it is showing that directory ls-lrt. Copy. It is 1 second. Any file is, I think maybe file will also be there with the same. Okay, we will take some other one. Products or something. Okay. So I will go to the path, products path, cd products. Currently where we are in products folder, pwd. See here present working directory. Currently I am in the products. Okay. I want to copy the file. From the home directory under the home Cloudera. Okay. What is the file name now we created? Sachin. This file I want to move to the path. To which path I want to move? To this path. I want to move the file to this path. See here. Now I will give the ls-lrt in the current directory. Now see here, you can see the Sachin here. You can see the Sachin. So cat Sachin. See here the data is present. I want to check in the home directory. What is the data present in the Sachin directory? Sachin file. Cat Sachin. Same data is present. So under the products directory, this is the data. Here it is the data. Got it right? So suppose if you want to forcefully move the file, copy -f Sachin to the Sachin 1. If the Sachin file is not opening, if you want to delete and recreate and enter the data, it is showing that it is asking that overwrite the Sachin 1. Yes, if you want to overwrite the file, type Y. If you don't want to overwrite the file, type N. Okay. So this is the copy command. Suppose you want to take the help of the copy command. So we know that cp -help. cp -help or man cp command. See here, these are all the options. source to destination. Please remember that you have to carefully give the source and destination paths. Carefully you have to give the source and destination path. So I will create the one file, something one or something, and enter the data. Control C. Now the file is created and data is present. If you have the doubt whether the file is created or not, just give the LSF and LRT and the present working directory. That is where you created the file. So this is the file created. So cat created. You want to copy this file. You want to copy this file to the some other file. The data will be the whatever the data present in the first file is copied to the Swami1 file is copied to the Swami2 file. The data will be copied. Here, why I am not giving the complete path here? What is meant by complete path and relative path? What is meant by complete path and relative path? So complete path is nothing but, so you have to give the from the root directory, from the starting root point, from the forward slash home Cloudera. This is the complete path. Okay, relative path. Complete path means from starting. So the relative part is nothing but relative. The name itself indicates the relative, where you are present, current position. Okay, actually currently I am in the home directory. So this tilde symbol indicates that yesterday we discussed it about it. A tilde symbol, home directory. In the home directory, I created the Swami1 file and have the some data. In the same home directory only, I want to copy the same data to the Swami2 file. The same directory, in the same working directory, same present working directory. That's why I am not giving the full path. That's why I am not giving the full path. If you want to give the full path, you can give. Usually you can use the full path when the source is in one path and destination path, the destination file will be, and the we want to move the destination address is in different path. At that time we are going to give the different complete paths we are giving. So home Cloudera, maybe the Swami1. I want to move this to the path home Cloudera to the Sai directory, under to the Sai directory. Now it is moved. You want to see the whether the file is present or not in the Sai directory. Go to the Sai. Currently where we are in? Currently where are we? Currently we are in the Cloudera directory. Currently we are under the Cloudera directory. Where the Sai directory is present? Under the Cloudera. So how to switch to the directory? How to change the directory? With the help of the cd command. Cd directory name. How to check the files, whether the files are exist or not? ls-lrt. When we copied the file, just now we copied the file. Just now we copied the file. Whatever the data is present there, same data will be present. So here the two paths are there, absolute path and relative path. So absolute path is nothing but from start complete path we have to give. So relative path is nothing but currently where you are present. So from there, with the help of the cd command, you will go to the different command back. You can go to the one, see here, just cd dot, just please observe that the only single dot means current directory. Cd dot, nothing is going out, nothing will happen. See here, pwd Sai. Oh, single dot means present working directory only. Cd dot means it will be in the same directory. Suppose I will use the cd dot dot. See what will happen. Cd dot dot. Previously where it is? Home Cloudera Sai. Now where it is? When I given the cd double dot, it is under the home Cloudera. From Sai directory back to the, so that is for the Sai, what is the parent directory? Cloudera. It goes to the parent directory. Just one directory goes back. Just one directory goes back. Again I will give the cd dot dot. Again I will give the cd dot dot. Again it will go to the, just see here, one more directory goes back, home. Suppose again I will give the, now it is going, nothing is there to, now it is under the root directory. Now it is under the root directory. Got it right? So absolute path, relative path. So absolute path is nothing but complete path. Yeah. Please tell me anyone is having the doubt. These are very, very important. How to check the current directory, how to navigate to the. How to navigate to the different directories, how to navigate to the different directories. Okay, with the help of the cd command. So to go to one, if you want to go back once, just give the cd dot dot. Got it right? Just as of now, we discussed about only cat command, a cd command, pwd command, okay, copy command, cp command. Cp is the copy command. So anyone having the doubts in these commands? Please tell me if you have any doubts in these commands. Okay. Okay. So now we have discussed about the these commands. Yeah, please tell me. Someone is asking, having some doubt. Galaxy M40 maybe. Yeah, please ask me. Guys, please tell me if you have any doubt. Some I don't know the name of that guy. Galaxy M40 maybe in array. Okay. Next we will discuss about the mv command. Next we will discuss about the mv command. What is mean by mv command? mv command means move command. Move command to move the data from one file to the another file. One file to the another file. Please remember that the difference between the cp and copy command. In cp command, just copy the data, the source file will be existing. That only nothing will happen to the source file. Just in case of local, we are on the Windows operating system, we are doing that. Just copy and paste. So just once we copied the data, the source data will be there. Okay. Suppose we can cut and paste. We can cut the data, paste somewhere. The source file will be deleted. Here also the mv command. The mv name itself indicates that move command. So move the data from one file to the another file. Move the data from one file to the another file. So here, what are all the files present in the home directory? Nothing. Swami 1 and Swami 2 are present. Okay. Suppose I want to move the file Swami 1 to the Swami 2. 2 is already there. Swami 3. Here now you can give the ls-lrt. Swami 1 is moved to the Swami 3. So whatever the data present in the Swami 1 is moved to the file Swami 3. After that one, this Swami 1 will be deleted. After that, the Swami 1 will be deleted. Now you can see that ls-lrt, there should not be Swami 1. There should not be a file Swami 1. See here, Swami 2 and Swami 3 are there. Swami 1 is moved. That is nothing but the completely the data present in the file Swami 1 is moved to the Swami 3. So once the data is completely moved, the source file will be deleted. The source file will be deleted. Got it right? Whereas in case of suppose I will do the from Swami 3 to Swami 1. Copy data present in the Swami 3 is copied to the Swami 1. Now I will give the ls-lrt. The data is present in the Swami 1, but Swami 3 is also still there. Copy means just copy the data. Move means physically moving of the file, or else it is also known as renaming of the file, or also it is also known as the renaming of the file. Got it right? Renaming of the file. The MV command. So someone maybe will ask that, or you want to rename the file. How can you rename the file? MV command. Swami 32. I want to give Chaitu. See here. Once you do ls-lrt, Swami 3 won't be there. Swami 3 won't be there, but Chaitu file will be there. That is, whatever the data present in the Swami 3, same data present in the Chaitu file also. Whatever the data present in the Swami 3, is the same data is present in the Chaitu. That means same data is present. That is known as the renaming of the file. With the help of the mv command, with the help of the move command, we can rename the file. We can rename the file. We can rename the file. So got it right? What is meant by mv command?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. So now the file is created. Whatever the data is present, we have seen with the help of the cat command. We can append the data. We can read the data. Okay. We can create the file, enter the data. We can move the file. We can rename. Moving is also known as the renaming, and we can copy the file. Right. So now once this is completed, next before going to the word count, that is, we want to count how many number of words present in a file, how many number of characters are present in a file. Okay, how many number of words, characters, how many number of lines present in a file. So with the help of the wc command, with the help of the wc command, we can do that. With the help of the wc command, we can do that. So before going to that one, we will check some basic commands on some basic commands. Suppose we know that in the C language, when we studied in the BTech, suppose we want to clear the screen, there is a command is there, clscr, which is used to clear the screen. So here also similar command, clear command, clear, clear is there, which is used to clear the screen, something blah blah blah. I type here, I want to clear the screen, so type the clear. Clear is a command used to clear the screen. Clear means just it moved up. See here, the data won't be deleted. It just, the screen will be moved up. Will be moved up. Or else you can use the Control L also. Control L. That is also the same. Control L. Or else you can use the clear command to clear the screen. Clear the screen. So now I am connected here, right? I am connected to the Linux terminal, but I want to know who am I. That means what is the username I connected? What is the name? What is my ID? What is my ID? Because you know that you are logged and you know that your ID, you can easily find out who am I. Just do the command who am I. What is my ID name? Cloudera. What is my ID name? Cloudera. You can give that pwd under the home directory. With your user ID, the directory will be created. This is the home directory. Under the home directory, with user with when you are logging to the connecting to the Linux server or Unix server, you are giving your ID, user ID and password, right? Login as user ID and password. With the help of the user ID, the directory will be created. So this is my home directory. Cloudera is my home directory. Okay. So when I joined here with the Cloudera, that's why who am I? My ID also giving the Cloudera. And also who am I? You can use the space in between the letters. Who am I? So that will use the what is the username and on which terminal he is working and which terminal from when he is connected, So all the details will come. Okay, you may get that. What is this? You may get the doubt. What is this terminal? See here, I taken the first terminal right previously. we know that the Linux is a multi-user multitasking system. The Linux is a multi-user multitasking system. Now I am taking the one more terminal. Here I can execute the one command. Here I can execute the one command, and here also I can execute some other command. Parallelly, I can execute the multiple commands. That means multi-users can work at a multitask. Multi-users can work at a time. Multi-users can work at a time. Okay. So here previously the terminal is one terminal. This is the second terminal. Now I can use the OMI. See here is the terminal PTS1. This is the PTS1. Whereas here, what is the PTS0? 0 indicates the first terminal. Here the suppose I will take one more thing. Again I will give the OMI. This is the second terminal. It means it gives that when OMI I will give the command. So it gives that what is the username, what is in which terminal he is working, from which time he is working. Okay, all the things will be displayed here. All the things will be displayed here. Suppose we know that the system is a multi-user multitasking system. Linux is a so multiple users. I am connected from my system. Some other will be connected from this system. They are all accessing the same server. They are all accessing the same server. So at a time, how many who are all working on the same server? I want to know. Just I will give the who command. Who, who. Okay. So at a time, we know that here three terminals are working. Cloudera is the first basics. This is the terminal one, TTE1. TTEY means terminal 1. Next 0, second, third. So 3 members are working here. Suppose I will open the one more thing. And now I will give the who. We will use that one more terminal is open. That's why it is PTS2. Okay. If the number of users, here may be the Cloudera, here may be the Sudhakar, here may be the Samutra, something, different names will be there. If the user names are there. So overall their usernames are who are all connected to the same server. So all the things will be displayed here. So all the things will be displayed here. Who am I, who, both are the same. Who am I means only one user. About your information only it will come. Who means all the information it will give. Means all the information it will give. Suppose you want to know the system information. Suppose you want to know your system information, your operating system information. Just uname is there. Uname. My operating system is the Linux. Suppose I will give the uname-a. All information it will give. It will use about all the information. Suppose you want to take the help of this one before going to all the options. How to show what are all the options supported by the uname command. So that is the uname command. Okay. -a means all. Print all the information in the following order. So first one indicates the kernel name. Second one indicates the node name, IP address. Then when kernel release, when it is released, what is the kernel version? Okay, machine, processor, hardware platform. What is the last one is the operating system. Last one is the operating system. Last one is the operating system. Got it right? Last one is taken as the operating system. So now uname. See here, I want to know my kernel name. What is the option? -s. It will use the Linux system, my kernel name. I want to know my kernel version. -v. This is the kernel version. I want to know the node name. Node name -n. The node name is quickstart.cloudera.com. I want to know the operating system name. uname -o. uname -o. GNU /Linux. GNU or Linux is my operating system name. By default, it will use the operating system name Linux. So uname is the command. Uname is the command which is used to know the system information about your Linux system or about your Linux operating system information. So what is the name? Okay, what is the operating system name? So when it is, what is the version? Okay, what is the node name? what is the release, what is the operating system. So all the details will come. All the details will come with the help of the -a. Okay. So when we are connected to our Linux server, so we have to give that. We have to give the IP address, right? We have to give the IP address, system address. We have with the help of the PuTTY. I will check whether the PuTTY is present. Is there any PuTTY is present? In my virtual machine, the PuTTY tool is not present. Usually, the PuTTY tool is used to connect to the Linux server. PuTTY tool. We have to give the IP address and username and password. Then you are able to allowed to connect to the Linux server. Then you are allowed to connect to the Linux servers. I think it is not present. Okay, I will show you later. I will show you from my personal lab or something. So uname -a, which is used to know your operating system information. Who am I? Who? These are all the things. The basic commands. Suppose you want to exit from the command line. You want to close this one. You want to log out. You want to log out. Log out is not supporting here, but the exit command will do the same as the logout. Exit will come out. It will close the terminal. Exit. Close the terminal. Any other terminals are here? I can exit. Exit command is used to log out from the Linux server. Now I want to again log in. Just I will do that here. Press on the terminal. Usually we are connecting to the PuTTY to the Linux server, but here I am directly connecting. Okay, so exit is the keyword used to log out from the system, log out from the operating system. See here, just I given the exit, gone. I am taking the help also, but before taking the help also, it is good. I will give man command to take the help. Man exit. So it shows that what is the use of exit command dash alias is given. What is this? All the things. I think it is showing all the comments. It's showing. Okay, leave it. So exit is a command used to log out from the terminal or from the system. Usually from that particular terminal only we can log out. If any 3-4 terminals are there, so on each and every terminal you have to use the exit command to close that. To close the terminals. Okay. Now we will discuss about the word command. Word count command, WC command. So this is the data present in the Swami1 file. In this file, how many number of lines are present? 1, 2, 3. How many number of words are present? Okay. So how many characters are present, including the space? How many characters are present? So these all the things can be achieved. These all the things can be achieved with the help of the word count program. That is the word count command. With the help of the word count command. With the help of the WC command. With the help of the WC command. Okay. You want to take word count. What is the file name? Swami1, right? Word count. The file name I given. So by default, it displays the how many number of lines are there, how many number of words are there, how many number of characters in that are there in this file, and what is the name of the file. Okay, so three lines are there. Okay, then 3 words are there, 17 characters are there. The file name is the Swami1. WC word count command, WC command, which is used to find the number of lines, number of words, number of characters present in a file. The syntax is WC space file name, WC space file name. I want to find only the number of lines present in the file. WC-L. L indicates that lines. It will count only the number of lines present in the file. How many number of lines are there? Only 3 lines. Hence it is displayed the 3. Suppose I want to display the words. Only 3 words are present. Only the 3 words are present. Suppose I want to find the number of characters. WC-C shows the 17. Suppose specifically you want the number of lines only, -L is the option. Specifically you want the number of words, -W is the option. Specifically if you want the number of characters, -C is the option. Or else you can give the default WC file name you can give. It will use that. By default it will use the number of lines, number of words, number of characters present in that file. Suppose I will add some data to the existing file, append the data. Okay, now I will give the WC Swami1. See here, how many words are there? Sorry, how many lines are there? Previously 3 lines are there. Suppose you are having the doubt. Cat Swami1. This is the data present. So now WC Swami1. Sorry. See here, how many lines are here? 6 lines. That's why it displayed the 6 lines. How many words are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 words are displayed. How many characters are there? 56 characters. ADVFD 6. Here the new line character also will take. When we give the enter, right, we will go to the next line. That new line character also counted. So including that one, new line characters, 56 characters are there. So WC is a very important command. So which is used to find the number of lines, words, and characters in a given file. So based on our requirements, we can use the options -L, -W, -C. You want to take the help of this one, man WC. You want to search about the characters, /C and enter wherever the C is highlighted. Suppose you want to highlight the characters, you want to search a particular word in the manual page, /, type the word and enter. Wherever the carry is there, so all will be displayed. You want to come out from the manual page, just quit. Quit is a command used to come out from the manual page. So guys, anyone having the doubt in the manual command, word command here, word count command, WC command? Is anyone having the doubt here? I hope that you are taking the running notes, right?
Yes, Jitendra, we are taking a note.
Yeah, please, remaining guys, please. Are you taking at least some rough notes, right?
Yes.
Or simply you are listening? Or yeah. Please try to take the important commands, or try to take the key points. Otherwise, you will forget it. So do you have any doubt in the WC command here? Very, very important command, this one, port count command. Okay, fine. In the yesterday we discussed about the ls command, right? So the ls is the command which is used to list the files and directories. ls is a command which is used to list the files and directories in a given path. In a given path means in a present working directory. I am in the current Cloudera directory. Suppose I will go to the directory Sai directory, cd Sai. cd is a command used to change the path. cd directory. I want to list what are all the files present here. What are all the files? Only 2 files are present. Only 2 files are present. So ls is a command used to list the files and directories. ls-l to list the files and directories in the long format. What is meant by long format, Nana? Clear information in the long format. So usually the file is having the 7 properties. The file is having the 7 fields. So the first one is taken as the file name. Sorry, the file type. If it is the underscore, sorry, if it is a hyphen, it is the file type, and remaining permissions present. So this is taken as the one field. The number of links present to this file, that is all the one field. The owner of this file, one field. The group of this file, group is also the one field. What is the size of this file, one field. When it is created, time and date, this is one field. And finally the file name is also the field. So it will displace the, when you use the ls-l, l is the long format. ls is used to list the files and directories. Okay, in the long format. So these are all the 7 fields. Suppose I can give the ls-lr. R indicates that reverse order. By default, it displays in the ascending order. First alphabetical order. F, the file name F is the first, then S is the next, right? Hence it is displayed in the F is the first, S is the last. When we are giving the R means reverse alphabetical order. First S, then F. Suppose I will give the ls-lrt. T means based on the time in the reverse order, the last one. 90% of the time we are using about the ls-lrt. So LRT indicates that the last one is the Swami one. So it lists the files and directories in the reverse order. Okay, Nana. Do you have anyone having the doubt in the ls-lrt command? This is a very, very important command. Suppose sometimes hidden files also I want to check it. Hidden files also will be there. How to check the hidden files? How to list the hidden files? How to see the data present in the hidden file? Or else how to create the hidden files?
Cat dot file name.
File name, right? How to create the hidden files? Cat greater than cat space greater than dot file name. Dot file name. So now I will give the control C. Okay. I want to find the ls-lrt. You can see here, even though I created the file .sne, okay, even though the file is present, it is not present here because it is a hidden file. When we place the dot in front of the file name, that file becomes the hidden file that won't be listed in the command. Suppose I want to list that one also, ls-a lrt or ls-a gives the file name, but better to give the lrt. Okay. ls-a lrt. So displays the file one. See here, dot name is displayed here. You want to see the data is present in here, dot, whatever the data is present. -a is to list the hidden files. Okay, fine. That's fine. Okay. Now, yesterday when we discussed about the types of files, regular file, directory file, symbolic file, pipe file. Pipe is one of the operator. Pipe command. Very important command in the Linux is the pipe command. So the pipe command is usually denoted by the vertical line. So this is taken as the pipe command. The symbol this is taken as the pipe command. What is the purpose of the pipe command? What is the use of the pipe command? So the pipe command is used to combine the two or more commands. I want to combine, I want to operate, I want to get the output, I want to get the required output based on the combination of the commands. I want to simultaneously I will work on the 2-3 commands in the same line. So I will take the help of the pipe operator, pipe command. It is known as the pipe command. So the pipe command is used to club the commands. Suppose see here, I this file is there, cat.sne. Some data is present. I want to find number of words present in this file. Number of words present in this file. So the number of lines present in this file. -L is used to lines. W is used to words. C is used to characters. So how many are there? 3 lines are there. WC-L file name. So instead of that one, I will open the file .sne cat. It will open the file. Once you open the file, I want to find how many number of lines are there. I want to find. Once you open the file, I want to find how many number of lines are there. See here, cat.sne. The file is open. Okay. So the output of this file is given as a input to the next command. Given as a input to the next command. The output of this one is become as a input to the this command. So the pipe command is used to club the 2 or more commands, and the output of one command is given as a input to the next command. Input to the next command. That's why the pipe is used. Now got it right? What is the use of pipe? What is the use of pipe? Guys?
Yes, Jitendra, to concatenate the data.
Yes, right. So others please. Others please. Are you able to follow me? Are you able to?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So pipe command is used to club the 2 or more commands. Okay. Suppose after this one also, here also we can use the how many 3 are there, right? Here also I can use, again I can use the pipe command. I can find the how many number of lines present in this one. See here, cat.cne. What is the output of this one? 3 lines will be open. The output of this one is given as input to this one. It will count that number of lines present in this file. How many number of lines? 3. 3 is nothing but only one line, right? The output of this given as a input to this one. Here the output is the 3. 3 only the number is present. What is the required here? I want to find the number of lines in output of this one. Output of this one is 3. The number of lines is that is nothing but only one line. That's why only the one is present. That's why only one is the present. Got it right? So the WC command is very important. WC command is very important. Please take the running notes. Okay. Some filter commands are there. Going forward, we will discuss about all the filter commands. So just there are many commands are there. Head and tail. Head and tail. Suppose I will create the file, some name. I will enter the data. So n number of lines are there. Some n number of lines will be there. Some n number of lines are there. I want to see the data from the first. I want to see the data in the first 10 lines. I want to display the first 10 lines present in the file. First 10 lines present in the file. I want to display the first 10 lines present in the file. Head Jittu. Head means top. From the top. We know that head is the top, tail is the back, right? The head is the top. The first 10 lines it will display. 1, 2. If you have the doubt, the output of this one is given to the word command. See here, it will display 10 only. Head 10. From the top of the file, 10 lines will be displayed. 10 lines will be displayed. Suppose you want to display the 20 lines. -20. -20. So if the 20 lines are there, the 20 lines will be displayed. Or else, if only few lines are there, how many lines are there? How many lines are there? Those only will be displayed here. Only 14 are there, 14 displayed. అవునా వస్తాం మనం 10 నిమిషాలు వస్తాం కిందికి వస్తాం ఓకే
Okay.
Suppose you want to display the last 10 lines. Tail, file name. Tail is the command, file name. It will display the last 10 lines. Cat, file name. So it will display the last 10 lines. Sorry, total file is displayed. Tail. See here, what are the last 10 lines? From JKKI to some in the middle, HHJ. Up to here. These are the last 10 lines, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See here, last 10 lines are displayed. Tail is used to last 10 lines. Head is used to first 10 lines. Suppose I want to display last 100 lines. Tail-100. File name. Here only 14 are present. That's why only 14 are displayed. I want to display first 100 lines in the file. Jittu. Only first 100 lines. So I want to display first 100. I display the first 100 lines. But after that one, once it is displayed, after it displayed, okay, I want to select only the first 2 lines. Again, I will do the head. You can play with this one, whatever you want. You can play this one. First 100 lines will be displayed. The output of this one is sent to the next command. What is the next command? Again, head only. I given the head. You may be confused. You can give the different commands also. So the pipe is used to. Pipe is a filter command. Head is a filter command. Tail is also the filter command. And some more filter commands are there. Regular expression commands. So we'll discuss going forward. We'll discuss this. Head and tail are the head, tail, and pipe are also the filter commands. Got it right? So anyone having the doubts in the today's class? If you have any doubts, please ping in the group or ask me right now, or can send in the chat box or in the WhatsApp group, whatever you want. Okay. So these are all the today we discussed about what we discussed today. CP command, MV command, word count program, word count command, WC command, head command, tail command, pipe command, right?
Head and tail.
Uname command. What is the purpose of the uname? The purpose of the uname command is used to know the System information. System information. Operating system which is used to find who are all the users connected to the server. Who am I? That is W is also the same as the WHO. WHO command and W command both are the same. See here W command, the user, these are the users, these are the terminals from this time. Okay. The start and end time, just use some other options are also. These are all the basics commands. Okay. So tomorrow we will discuss about some other filter commands also. Okay.
Okay, Jiten.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Shall I close the session? Yeah. Thanks.
Thank
Yeah. Thanks for all. Thanks a lot.